Dan Shu isn't here. Where could she be? I've got it. Dan Shu's medicine box has her scent on it. I'll ask the deactivating that Xianzhou lent me to track her. Time to come out, little deactivating. I need you to help me find Dan Shu. That's Dan Shu. With a group of disciples? I guess that...
Master, stand back. Let me handle this.
Stand down. He's a friend.
Many of our brethren have fallen by his hands.
Yes, I am aware.
But...
I said he's my friend. Leave us.
Yes, Master.
I didn't expect you to come looking for me. So they do. I am master of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, scion of merciful Medicus, and I shall lead the entire Xianzhou Alliance onto the path of abundance. Did you ingest the Broomdew concentrate pellet I gave you? Did you feel the shift? So many elixir seekers arrive on the Xianzhou in the hope of obtaining the formula to immortality. But none have succeeded. Their aspirations are well-founded. The Xianzhou does indeed harbor the secret to becoming immortal. I admire you, so I thought I'd give you the chance to obtain it. Upon ingesting the Broomdew concentrate pellet, you will feel the limitless freedom of the form bestowed upon you by merciful Medicus. And yet, you don't sound any different. Your breaths are not prolonged, and your presence doesn't feel like it's been altered in any way. Why is that? Is your constitution somehow different from the average person? Looks like you have yet to forgive me. I understand. Friend, please. I urge you to leave the Luofu. Abandon this struggle. The truth isn't what it appears to be. What did the minions at the seat of divine foresight tell you about this conflict? That the Rainbow Arbiter is the emissary of the righteous? That the Arbiter is chasing the heathen plagues author across the stars, while the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus abet their heresy? Do you really think that is the case? You don't understand merciful Medicus, nor the devilish archer author, but you understand me. Do you see me as such? A heretic? I do not ask for you to pick a side. I just wish for you to leave the Luofu, to leave this all behind. This isn't your fight, and I do not wish to make an enemy of you. Most unfortunate. Had you known me first, perhaps we could have been good friends.
Master, we should leave now.
I sincerely wish that this will be our last meeting. Farewell, Nameless. existence, fleeting as the dawn's did, destined for oblivion.
Naughty children, don't nap time.
I'm on guard. Defend the weak.
So, how many of my moves can you strike with heart?
Did you come here of your own volition? The still waters of oblivion I guide the wandering souls.
You're in bad shape.
Lance at the ready. Indestructible.
Time for some swordplay. Blade in flight! Nap time.
I'm on guard.
I weep for the departed. Justice reigns. The two shall fall.
I'm okay.
Immortality reigns forever. Lance ablaze. Fighting lance. Forward!
Practice is over. Swords descend! Strike with heart!
Half the work is already existence, fleeting as the dawn's did, destined for oblivion.
I'd better report my findings to Xianzhou at the seat of divine foresight.
How did it go? Did you manage to locate Dan Shu? So you weren't able to apprehend her. I see. These people have been in hiding for so long. They must have a more nefarious plan. I've got to apprehend them quickly. Once again, thank you for all your help. With your intel, we will put a stop to Dan Shu. Tingyun tells me you'll be joining the forces led by the Alchemy Commission and Master Diviner. I won't take up any more of your time. Please, take good care of yourself. If you run into Dan Shu again, contact the nearest Cloud Knights. Take this as a token of my appreciation. You deserve it.
After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. They also developed many, but in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it, the more they longed for it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles! There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Evenest Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one can know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knight's first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you. You misunderstand the nature of the Mara-struck condition. It is not a curse unique to humankind. Phoxians don't usually succumb to it because their lifespan is not eternal, yet they are still a long-life species. The Vidyadhara rely on molting to discard the old world. All long-life species are equal in the face of Mara. However, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Tingyun meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality, one step at a time. I do not wish to be their puppet either. In any case, we do not walk alone and unhindered on our paths. Our choices define us and influence others. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The General commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Seems like the smoke is getting thinner.
Nothing enough. We need to hurry.
Turn it off! Why did you turn it off? Yay, we did it! Can't see the smoke anymore.
So, you succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons. Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Dan Shu, it's you.
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the ambrosial arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The 10 Lord Commission will address these transgressions during the reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-lived species. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the ambrosial armor enveloped the Xianzhou Luofu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. A glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Lord's Commission forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the ambrosial armor first descended, nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice. Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
Still waters of oblivion, my god, the wandering sun. That'll take more than medicine.
Savor the vigor of it.
Again.
Indestructible.
Time for some swordplay! Strike with heart!
Did you come here of your own volition?
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Time to go on the offensive.
Blade is bright!
Half the work is already done.
You're in bad shape.
Defend the weak.
Strike with heart!
Another journey begins. We're home.
Naughty children, don't. Here comes the medicine.
Nice teamwork.
Merciful Medicus, hear my call.
Play. Forward!
Practice is over. Swords descend!
I weep for the departed. Dust ring, the two shall fall.
A strong adversary. Help me improve.
Did you come here of your own assistance, fleeting as the dawn still, destined for oblivion?
Time for a nap time.
I'm on guard.
Of immortality.
Blade is bright!
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
That'll take more than medicine. Savor the vigor of it. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Breathe easy again.
Lance at the ready. Indestructible.
So, how many of my moves strike with heart?
systems, leading as the dawns did, destined for oblivion.
You're in bad shape.
Defend the weak.
I weep for the departed. Dust reigns, the two shall fall.
Blade in flight! Why? She said... The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that... Phantylia, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction. Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within. What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance. Surely you can respond.
Of destruction. Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lord Ravagers. I have come with a single purpose: to set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Miss Tingyun, the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be? Calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together.
That's half the work.
Naughty child.
I'm on guard.
Just a little something.
Nice teamwork.
Time for sword
Lance
play.
ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Another journey begins, destined for oblivion.
Nap time.
You are fortunate that Zephyro and Selenova never set their gaze upon the Xianzhou. They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their own hand. But since that stubborn Chinese has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steal My apologies for leaving so soon. But I have a appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends...
How many can you put?
Time for a shot.
Lance at the ready.
Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion.
Time for sword play. Blade and flight.
Nap time.
I'm on guard.
Another journey begins, destined for oblivion.
How many can you block? Strike apart. Sword descent.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
I weep for the departed. The two shall fall.
Just a little something.
Don't worry, it's just a scream.
Lance at the ready.
Free will over still water.
Not a scratch.
Nap time.
Time for swordplay!
That's better.
How many can you block? Strike apart!
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Tingyun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Phantylia, a name I've heard other nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Tingyun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Phantylia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved. But there was no indication that Tingyun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Tingyun we knew wasn't her true self.
You're saying that the real Tingyun is still...
I'm sorry, Marge, I can't say with any certainty where the real Tingyun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Tingyun, it does raise the question of why Phantylia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Tingyun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Phantylia's goal, to sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen, planting a Xianzhou Luofu, all part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Phantylia is aiming for the ambrosial arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a starship to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The ambrosial arbor can be sealed from that self. Let's make haste. That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.